The time now is 5:50 a.m. according to my TLC tablet.
Good morning, Cindy. We have one issue in Mamaroneck. We have construction. It has at least one lane closed on the southbound side of the Louisville Thruway. The hutch is wide open. That's going to be a better ride for cars as you're heading southbound through
This says that it's,
and taking a live look outside in Queens. The Van Wyck moving while
the
it's
TV
closed.
says that it's
No traffic
9:50 a.m.
bridge or southbound to JFK Airport.
So it's off
Parking is in effect today citywide. Marion, Cindy.
by 4 hours. So it's wrong by 4 hours still. So we know what the problem is.
The 17-year-old boy was arrested a day later near the
So
border. Walker's family
this is great.
NYPD and
I love it
Club, according to the complaint,
because,
pursued the 17-year-old
well,
against the flow of traffic following a
because the city of New York has been participating in since the Twin Towers fell. That's the date when this massive fraud and takeover of the federal government began. And the coup d'etat committed by the military, planned by people of the government, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, when he won election in 92, and perpetuated knowingly and willingly by the city of New York. And at this point, I've caught them red-handed in that this Roku TV, which I bought here in New York on May 3rd, and I brought it home. I've had it since May 3rd, and it's now Tuesday. There's videos that I've seen of how you adjust time a little bit over time and people don't realize it. So they're all in the know on CBS News. They know the real date and the real time, I guess. But none of us, or me anyway, I can't know the real date, you see, because, well, I guess the date's correct, but they don't ever say the date on the news. They never say, today is Wednesday, the 5th day of and welcome. No, because, well, then there's a problem with that. And you can't know the date by watching anything on television. So they've been doing this on September 11th, it will be 24 years. So they have fucked the world in a worldwide coup d'etat of taking over the whole world with brutality and force, including Barack Obama. And Joseph Robinette Biden. A coup d'etat by the Democratic Party that began when Hillary Clinton graduated law school after attending Wesleyan University and served on the Judiciary Committee as a paid attorney out of law school during the Nixon Watergate fabricated controversy. And I'll just go back to that date. So they're all guilty of high treason after the Twin Towers fell, because it was a land reclamation project. But it didn't involve two planes. It was just trickery of television. They filled the towers with the dregs and unwanted people of society and people that were in the way, to get rid of them because they're heinous and don't want to help anybody in the world do anything. And they murdered untold numbers of people who are nameless. And the 3,000 names that were down there at the tower, that's all a lie. And the firemen who died that they talk about, that's a lie. And it's the biggest hoax fraud that's ever been committed in the world. The most massive crime against humanity since 9/11, which will be 24 years this year. And it'll be 2025. And I saw the lights go up last year for the first time from Brooklyn. And I've been here since, in the city of New York, since September 1st, 2019. And I've already demonstrated over many videos that I was lured here on purpose to murder me or do me in, because they believe in some weird prophecies and jump to conclusions without ever asking me any questions about anything. And it really does boil down to all of this is simply because of me, a person that they've never even asked a question about, whatever's in their mind about this. So I'm going to be real clear about it. I am in a position to make a decision, and I've decreed and decided that many, many will be shot, dead, executed, especially in the media and the news and corporations and people like that. And many will be thrown into dungeons and horrid prisons. Many will be free. You know? And some people are heroes and heroines, like people in the arts, entertainers. I can't name names, but so I will make decisions because, well, I've been the focus since September 1st, 2019, which will be 365 days times 6 plus one extra day because there's one leap year. And that combined with 18 years before that is just crime against humanity. Just doesn't seem to fit, does it? So, and they know it now.
Consumer Reports recommended Treasure mattress,
feature-packed Athens Power Sofa,
and real marble elm dining set at our everyday low prices.
Oh my God!
There's a reason nightclub bouncers make such great diet coaches.
I just want to get an ice cream sandwich.
That is not on the list.
Just like there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm.
You're fired.
You said you'd say that.
Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Closed captioning on CBS News New York is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan. This is CBS News New York.
Now at 6, a search for answers after a
Now
shooting
it's
rampage
6.
in a midtown office building.
Stay in place. There's an active.
Now it's 6.
Don't leave. Get away from the windows.
Employees barricading the
Now
fence
it's 10 a.m.
5 people killed,
They're
including
off.
duty NYPD
LAPD officer and the suspected
Well,
shooter.
they think it's 6 a.m. and it's really 10 a.m. Atlantic time, Canada. Because this Roku TV, I turned it off yesterday when I got home. I set it in the first choice. I refactory set it yesterday and left. And when I came back and plugged it in, I had reset it like it's back from the factory, because it lets you do that. And at first choice, you have to choose English. With this remote, I had another remote too, and it wouldn't work. So I have to use this remote to do it. And the first choice you have to make is the language, and I pick English. The next choice you make is region. I just simply pick Canada, because Canada's north of here. Canada. And then I had to set the date and the time. So I just simply picked a time zone choice. So I had two choices, Eastern or an Atlantic one that had another name. And I looked carefully, and they both had the exact same time, -4, meaning GMT from the Greenwich Mean. So I picked the one that said Atlantic that had this other name I didn't recognize, and turned it on because it works off an antenna through the air, just through the air, signals through the air like a TV antenna of old time, because I have no cable service here at all, and no internet service either. And then I have live TV, and then the choice is antenna or cable. Well, or both. I make antenna because I don't have cable. And then I simply set up channels, and it searched like it used to do. And even with cable, it would search. You know, when you set up your cable box, it searched through channels. And these are all the channels. And so, based on the time zone, through the digital signal through the air, it said it's this time, 10:02 a.m. And when I did this when I got home, it was 3 a.m. So 7 hours ago, I did this. And it's now 6 a.m. with me sitting right here. CBS says it's 6 a.m., which is a fraud. It's just a fraud of unimaginable consequences to the money and finance in the world. So, crime, that makes no